Okay, we're going to look at section 2.2, page 168, number 45. This is going to be the sketch of a graph, and they're graphing a piecewise function. Okay, what a piecewise function does is it takes the domain, the x value, and it breaks it up into parts. So the first part says that f of x equals 4 if x is less than negative 2. And f of x equals x squared if x is between negative 2 and 2, including negative 2 and 2. And it's equal to negative x plus 6 if x is greater than 2. So the first thing we're going to do to start out with is to take each of these three parts, these three individual ones, and graph them first. So we're doing it by hand. We're graphing f of x is y, so y equals 4. That's the first one we're going to graph. The second one, y equals x squared. We're going to graph x squared. And then the third one we're going to graph is negative x plus 6. Y equals negative x plus 6. Now, you know from previous experience, and also that we covered the section in Unit 1, that y equals 4 is going to be a horizontal line, crossing the y-axis at 4. So we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and then we graph a horizontal line. So that blue one is our horizontal line, y equals 4. The second one, we know how to graph y equals x squared because x squared is a parabola, but we're going to go ahead and do it by plotting points. So y equals x squared. We have an xy chart. We plug in negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Now, those points can be any points, but we tend to want to use positives and negatives, so that's why we use negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. So negative 2 squared gives me a positive 4. Negative 1 squared gives me a positive 1, and so forth down the line. So now these are my ordered pairs that I plot. Negative 2, 4 would be negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1, 1, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and then 2, 4. Now that only gives us this much of the parabola, so I went ahead and plotted another set of points. I plotted x equals 3, which would go up to 9. And x equals negative 3 would go up to positive 9. So we plot the parabola, the pink parabola. The third graph is a line, y equals mx plus b form. So m is going to be our slope, our rise over run, and b is going to be our y-intercept. So our slope is going to be the negative 1, so negative 1 over 1. For rise over run, and the b is going to be up 6. So we plot by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up on the y-axis. That gives us our b. And rise is negative 1. So rise is going to go down 1, and run is positive 1, so to the right 1. We know that it's going to slant down. The line is going to slant down because it has that negative slope. So once you get all three things on there, then we have to take that difference in the domain. So we're saying x is less than negative 2, then we pick off, here's negative 2, we take everything less than, so it would be the horizontal line going to the left. Y equals 4 if x is less than negative 2, so we pick off this part. Then it says if x is between negative 2 and 2, then we go with the x squared. So between negative 2 and 2, we're going to pick the parabola piece. And then the line, if x is greater than 2. So if x is greater than 2, then I'm picking the line. So this is what it's going to look like when you get all three parts separated out. From negative 2 down, we just have the horizontal line. From negative 2 to 2, we have the parabola piece. And from 2 to infinity, or x greater than 2, we have the line. Now, what I did was I also indicated here the less thans and greater thans. So if x is less than -2, that's an open circle. So we have this blue open circle and an arrow to the left for the y equals 4. And then here we have the parabola, which has both of the less than or equal to signs, which means it's a filled in dot. So realistically, they'd be filled in totally, but I just made sure you saw that this one was open circle, because sometimes they don't connect up. Sometimes maybe one's up here. And then x is greater than 2 is coming down here again, so this would be, the red part would be the open circle, and the pink part would be the filled in dot. So like I said, this one could, on other examples, be a line that's going up like this way, but start here. So we would know that this has to be the open circle because it's got the part that doesn't have the equal to. So there you've graphed your piecewise function, and it's to the left, parabola, and line. Thank you.